What's up everyone, Boris here, and today I'm coming to you guys with a free-to-play tutorial for the 30 Stamina Franky dungeon. Now, as you see there, my team is going to consist of a Buggy Captain who gives ×2 attack to all of your int units. I have Helmeppo who's going to decrease the defense to 0 for 1 turn. Brainpoint Chopper, which is going to combo with Buggy to give 3 of my characters int orbs. We got Crocodile just as a filler unit. He does poison, so that's going to be something nice. And I'm going to be using Mr. 3 just to provide a little bit more stall in case I need it. Now, I will say that if you have maybe the Rainbow Dragon or if you have Dawn Krieg, those are also really good free-to-play units you could use in this dungeon. And I am going to use a Friend Vista Captain. You should be able to find one pretty easily. If not, a Buggy Captain should work as well, a Buggy Friend Captain. Yes, the dungeon is 10 rooms long, so it's pretty long. And I do want to say that if you don't have your Helmeppo skill reduced, like mine's still like at 25. So you definitely have to stall a lot and just find the best possible ways to stall. Like here, I like to stall on the turtle. Just use an attack every turn and get a couple turns out. Also, as soon as you got your Mr. 3 ready, you can use him as well to stall, assuming you have like a skill up or two. And that'll just give you an extra turn. The whole point of the game is to try to get to Franky, the 9th room, with around maybe 4 to 6 turns left on your Helmeppo before his special is activated, so that you will be able to use him on the final boss. And like I just said, so on the 9th floor there's a Franky. Obviously you guys probably know by now, which will deal 4,000 damage, a little bit over that. So that's another thing to keep in mind. You have to go into the 9th room with over 4k health. Otherwise you'll die. So with that said, the rest of the dungeon here is pretty straightforward. Just like I said, try to stall as best as you can, as efficiently as you can. Don't be afraid to take damage, and as you see here, I actually do use Brainpoint Chopper since I do have some skill ups on him. So I'm able to use him and then have him ready again for the final boss room. So with that said guys, I'm going to let the rest of it play out until the boss, and I'll see you guys there. Okay, so we're here at the first Franky. Again, like I said, he'll deal 4,000 preemptive. Now, the trick here is that you get 4 turns to pretty much try to recover as much health as you can if you need it, and definitely to try to get Helmeppo's skill ready. So do not kill him in one hit. Make sure to leave him with a bit of health so that you can stall for 2 to 3 turns, and then make sure you can kill him before he attacks. So he's pretty easy here. Like I said, just make sure you time your attacks. And don't worry about orbs. I believe that the Franky boss will reshuffle all your orbs, so you don't have to worry about trying to get those. Just focus on trying to get the meat orbs to recover your HP in case things go wrong. And so here we go, the boss time. Now this Franky, he will start off again by swapping on your orbs. And so I'm going ahead and use Helmeppo here. I'm not sure if I needed to, but because I don't see any armor. I think the armor's on the second turn, but pretty much what you have to do is I just use all my specials, and if you do it right, you actually are able to take him out on the first turn. You're able to actually take him out on 1 turn, but as you'll see here, I actually do get a couple grades. So that's not necessarily the case, but again, it's going to show you pretty easy how it works. So I'm going to attack with my the weakest units, and then Chopper doesn't have an orb, Buggy doesn't have an orb, and the rest of them in the proper order. You see I got a couple grades here, and that stops me from getting the kill, but it doesn't really matter because he'll put up a defense shield. The defense shield is pretty annoying, but as long as you have a purple orb, you're able to take him out. So that's why I said you want to try to get some recovery in the previous room in case things go wrong here. So there you guys go, free to play, 30 Stamina Franky. The dungeon is actually pretty hard if you don't know what you're getting yourself into, but once you understand how it works, then it should be good to go. So, and there I go, I got Franky, first time playing the dungeon, I get the title. So that's it, guys. Let me know if you have any more questions down below. Let me know if the tutorial helped you, and until next time, thanks for watching.